Imagine your child is in trouble. It's every parent's fear. But what do you do when all of the options don't work? That's the story for one Illinois mother. But as Rondrell Moore found, a Wabash Valley facility was just the thing to save her son's life.
The story of a boy taking on a challenge much bigger than himself.
I'm not quite sure that there is a better story to tell.
Today, Colby Arsenal can ride a giant. He makes it look pretty easy, but when Amy Kemp met him, his giants were out of control.
Anger and fear. I watch him clench his teeth and clench the chair. And quite honestly, Colby ran on day one. He ran for about 2 hours.
Running like crazy to get away from here, the Oblong Children's Christian Home. It was a last resort to his parents, but to him it was something different.
It was just all scary, and to me it was like happening all too fast, and I felt like I just needed to get away from here.
You could say Colby had been running well before his first day here. It started about 2 years ago. His mom thinks a simple prescription for pneumonia triggered something life-changing.
He was in our living room pacing and pulling his hair and saying very bizarre things, and just very scary.
Colby, barely a teen, began dealing with anxiety and depression.
It was hard to see life just being sucked out of him. And not knowing what to do to help him. You know, I feel like God gave me this child to protect and to love and to take care of, and I couldn't fix it.
He began to struggle in school and shut down at home. Eventually, he didn't even recognize himself.
You don't see your friends, you aren't doing any other activities. It's just heartbreaking to just see all your friends moving on and, you know, doing their thing.
So, Mom got desperate. Her church gave her a list that included the Oblong Children's Christian Home. She thought it was an orphanage and passed at first. Then,
And something just kind of started tugging at my heart and said, you know, there was that one place on the list.
so she called and they went. Remember we told you he ran away? Well, that's when his mom knew she had to walk away.
It was a rough day. It was a sad day.
As time went on, he went to school and church. He lived with people who continued to love him, and he learned to love himself. Slowly but surely, a miracle happened.
And after Colby came back, there was really such a change in that young man.
You can see the change for yourself. Now he's completely back.
I'm not angry, I'm not depressed. It's just helped me evolve to a better person and a better man.
It's fitting we caught his very last horse ride here. You see, Colby's graduating on this day. And learning to work with this horse was part of his recovery. Now he's riding tall, and for the first time in years, his family's looking up.
It was a blessing. And yeah, I got Colby back. And he's better.
In Oblong with photojournalist John Tim, Rondrell Moore, News 10.
You can learn more about the Oblong Christian Children's Home by going to WTHI-TV.com.